The creative mission of the Swedish band Amaranthe is to explore new musical directions and invent approaches to uniting traditionally conflicting worlds. Following this, vocalists Elise Reed, Elise Rudd, Henrik England Wilhelmsson and Nils Molin compose and perform music that mixes extreme metal styles with electronic melodies typical of the hardcore genre. The history of the creation of Amaranthe began in 2008 in Gothenburg, after the composer and guitarist Olof Merkum, who played in the bands Dragonland and Nightrage, got tired of intense death metal and decided to organize his own project Avalanche. When he found like-minded vocalists Elise Reed, and Andreas Andy Solverström, as well as drummer Morten Lo Sorensen, who played in The Cleansing and Coldborn, the band changed the name to Amaranthe and recorded tracks for their debut EP, while working on the compositions from the mini-disc, Leave Everything Behind. The musicians thought about the incompleteness of the lineup and only after the addition of bassist Johan Andersson finished the songs, Director's Cut, and Act of Desperation, as well as the ballad, Antagonist. Later in the vocal section there were two changes, and Solverström was replaced by Joakim J.K. Lundberg, and after his merger with Syra and Espestri, Monoid, Nils Molin from the Swedish group Dynasty was cast and accepted into the project. In 2011, the Amaranthe members signed to foreign label Spinefarm Records and released their self-titled debut album shortly after. The work received high marks in Sweden and Finland and ranked the group 84th in all genres according to Spotify. After hundreds of concerts in support of the record and performances at the Wacken Festival, the musicians returned to the studio and with the release of the album, The Nexus, they entered the next creative stage. Critics have differently evaluated this work, their opinions were radically different. Some accused Amaranthe of making commercial music, while others called the disc a bomb with hits that you can hate or love. The members themselves, led by the soloist, said that the new project was a combination of insolent techno-hard rock with melodic metal, and this opinion was confirmed by a full-scale tour. In 2014, the band continued their collaboration with Spinefarm Records and released their third studio album, Massive Addicted, which climbed high in the US charts with the colorful video clips and singles, Drop Dead Cynical, Dynamite, Trinity, and True. Then, in the process of working on new material, Amaranthe put together a collection of B-sides, and in October 2016, she added another discography Maximalism to her discography. She took third place in the Finnish Suomen Virallinen lista and won the US Heatseekers album's Billboard weekly list. Until the end of autumn, the musicians were on tour and released the singles, Maximize, Fury, Boomerang, and That Song, and then they recorded the song, Army of the Night, which became a cover of the band Power Wolf and was included in the track list, Communio Lucatum. 2018 saw a radical change in Amaranthe's style, reflected on Helix, and especially notable on The Score, Countdown, Momentum, and Breakthrough Starshot. And the musicians themselves said that the group has finalized the musical experience and has done the most focused work to date. In early 2019, Amaranthe hosted a series of European concerts in support of the Helix album, and now the group's Instagram has posted a preview of upcoming performances and an unprecedented 2020 show called Sabaton featuring a special guest Apocalyptica supposed by Amaranthe the Greater.